What's going on, guys? My name is of course Jay, and welcome yourselves back to a brand new video from Tech J UK. In today's video we are reviewing the JOBY Wavo Pro. Now this is a on-camera shotgun microphone. It's really aimed at professional vlogging, filmmaking and content creating like myself. Before I heard about these new Wavo products from JOBY, I mainly knew them from the GorillaPod, which I'm sure a lot of you guys are aware of already. They've recently released a few different microphone equipment, so I'll quickly put a screenshot of their new products on the screen for you now, and you can see a brief of what they've got going on right now. Before we get into the video, I want to say a big thanks to JOBY for sending this out for review purposes. Let's get into the video and we'll see what the JOBY Wavo Pro is really like. The price of this microphone is quite high, and it comes in at $259.99 in the UK, which is just under the $340 mark if you're in the US. This does really put itself at the sort of high end of on-camera microphones, such as the Rode VideoMic Pro. On the back, it just gives us a brief rundown of some of the main standout features that this microphone has. Inside of the box, we have a windshield that goes over the microphone to help in bad winds. We have the audio cable, which is a 3.5mm, which goes from the microphone into your camera. And then we have the JOBY Wavo Pro microphone itself. I must say, as soon as you get it out of the box, it definitely feels light, but you can definitely tell that high quality materials have been used in the craftsmanship and the overall design of it. We get a USB Type A to USB-C to charge the Wavo Pro, and it's a really nice long length as well. Lastly, we just see a instruction manual giving you a rundown of all of the features and how to use it and whatnot. So I think if you're a vlogger out and about, first glance of the Wavo Pro, you might think that it looks quite big and bulky and it's going to be quite heavy, but this is really not the case at all. It's a really nice lightweight design, coming in at 0.161 kilograms. When you put this on your camera and you're out and about, it's really not gonna make the camera feel too heavy, and it's gonna be perfect for people that are on the go and wanting a professional setup. In terms of the design, we have the square connector to go onto the top of your DSLR camera. We also have a tripod thread here, so it means that you can also use this off of your camera and just plug it into your computer via the USB-C cable. If you want to record some separate audio, you don't have to have it on the camera at all times. On the back of the Wavo Pro, we have 3 buttons here. We have a Bluetooth pairing button, so you can connect it to your smartphone, and they have an app that you can download, and you can change all sorts of settings inside of the app, so you can really fine tune the audio. We have the main button here, which is the on and off button. We have some LED indicators, so it goes green when it is on and ready. This is really good because if you're filming, you can clearly see straight away if it's on. Now you can see when I'm talking, got a nice green light around the top and the bottom, and when I stop talking it goes blank. And also you can tell straight away if the noise is getting too overpowered. If I tap it like this, it goes a amber colour. It then has the red indicator if I'm too loud or I'm too close to the microphone. It's a really good visual way of seeing how things are going in terms of your recording. On the left we have a physical button here to increase the decibels of the recording to either +10 or +20. So if you're a little bit further away, for example, you would want to increase it so that it picks up louder noises. And then here we have the 3.5mm jack to connect to your camera. We have our USB-C port to charge the device. We have another 3.5mm jack here for a secondary microphone, so that is a really great feature that the Wavo Pro has, is that you can plug in another microphone. This would be great if you're doing interviews. You could plug in a microphone from here and connect it up to someone in front of you. This is a really great feature if you're someone that does do that sort of work, and you don't see this on all microphones. And then lastly, we have a decibel gain selector button here for the secondary microphone. The secondary primary microphone also has LED indicator here so that you can see if it's picking up or not on the secondary microphone. So in terms of the battery life and charging on the Wavo Pro, fully charged, you're going to get around 60 hours worth of playback time with this, and around 50 hours if you have the active noise reduction on, or ANR for short. So the ANR is a special feature that you can turn on and off, and it's aimed to dramatically reduce outside noises, any vibrations for example, or let's say in my situation I've got a dog and if he starts barking while I shoot a video, then the active noise reduction should do a really good job of blocking out unwanted sound. ANR is going to have you covered. Back to the charging, off just a 30-minute charge you're going to get around 8 hours playback. Overall the battery life on this is really great. So at the top here we have a safety track button. If you have this turned on, then when you do your recording it will actually shoot 2 tracks. So it will have one as your normal audio output to whatever audio settings and volume you have it set to, but it will also have a backup track of a standard -10 decibels. So let's say a brilliant scenario, you've been out all day filming a set of audio, you get back home and you start to go editing and you've noticed on the normal audio track that it's picked up some really unwanted sound, then the backup secondary track of -10 decibels will hopefully have you covered, and it will be a lot quieter than the original track. That can definitely be a feature that is going to be a lifesaver. I've actually had that in past experience where I filmed a YouTube video, realised that the audio settings were just really out and the video sounded really bad, so I had to redo the whole thing. It's really going to help out if you have any unexpected problems during your filming. Inside of the JOBY Wavo Pro app there's some really good features that you can change here, and it's nice to be able to change them on your phone straight away without having to mess around on your camera or after you've actually recorded. So you can change the audio output straight away. It also gives you the battery level as well in the top right hand corner, which is a good little feature, as on the camera it only gives you sort of an LED indicator. You can toggle the active noise reduction on and off. You can go into the EQ settings and set presets. There's some more settings that you can change as well, such as the LED brightness, so it's a lot more bright for example. What I'm going to do now guys is get the Wavo Pro connected up to my Canon 80D so we can actually see the difference that this Wavo Pro is going to make to my videos as opposed to using the inbuilt camera microphone. Okay, so now we're recording on the JOBY Wavo Pro microphone. This is currently with the ANR turned off. I will shoot a couple of recordings over the fields over the back of my house so that we can see a different situation. Let's say you're a vlogger and you're going to be filming out and about. What I would say is that my voice sounds a bit softer. In this environment, in a small room with not much noise, it's not really made too much of a difference in terms of the overall sound quality, which is why we're going to test it outside. So we're going to do 3 different tests. So we're going to do one without the microphone and just using the standard inbuilt Canon 80D microphone. We're going to do another test with the JOBY Wavo Pro, and we're going to do another one with the Wavo Pro with the active noise reduction on as well. This is a test with just the internal microphone from my Canon 80D. This is just a recording on the Wavo Pro with the ANR turned off at the moment. This is now a recording with the ANR switched on the Wavo Pro. Okay, so there we have it. That was the test of the JOBY Wavo Pro outside. I've had a chance to listen back to the footage. Overall, in the sound quality, I can really tell a difference. The inbuilt camera on my Canon 80D sounds really flat, and probably the biggest difference I found with using the Wavo Pro, it cut out all of the wind noise. When I listened back to the internal camera test, you could hear the wind hitting the microphone and it sounded like it was really windy. However, with both of the Wavo recordings, there was no problem with any wind at all. So that's definitely a good benefit. If you're someone that's going to be filming outside, you never know with the weather. I really do also like the LEDs on the Wavo so that you can see straight away how things are going with the recording. It really was a lifesaver when I was out. I wasn't sure if the wind was too overpowering or if I was too far away. It's definitely great to have something visual to see straight away, rather than me recording, getting back home and finding out that I'd completely mucked up the recording. If I'm totally honest, then I would say that the active noise reduction, it didn't really change the sound quality too much of what I could hear in the environment that I was in. I'll be really intrigued to see what your guys' opinions of the recordings were. Definitely drop a comment in the video of what you thought of it. So overall, I think the JOBY Wavo Pro is definitely a brilliant option to go for if you're looking for a shotgun on-camera microphone. Really, the only couple of drawbacks that I would say is definitely one being the price. If you're someone that's really passionate about your videos, you're going to get the benefit of having the safety track, for example, and also the ability to have an external mic. Then you've got to weigh up if that would be worth it. However, if creating content is just maybe a hobby, then you might be better off going for some of the cheaper options, such as the brand new Wavo. The only other drawback I found when using the Wavo Pro was that the Bluetooth a little bit inconsistent. I found that a couple of times when I tried to repair, it couldn't find it, or it said that it failed. So I had to turn the Wavo Pro off and turn it back on. But I'm hoping that this could be potentially fixed with some sort of firmware update. So there we have it, guys. That is the review of the JOBY Wavo Pro. Please leave a like rating on the video if you've enjoyed it. Also subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. I'll leave a link in the description to the Wavo Pro and the other Wavo products so you can go and take a look for yourself. Thanks for watching as always, guys, and I will see you in the next video.